game, can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Productions
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. ThaBoxingvoice.com to get to where I got to.
All right, well,
I want Wilder.
All right, let me ask.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby.
Well, if
no
he
more
doesn't-
hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses. Let's make the fight happen. Let's see who's the best. I know I'm the best. Are you up for the test?
Will you go and fight him in England if that's required?
You know, my belt says the heavyweight champion of the world.
So does his, and he has a
But
couple
the
of.
thing about him, between the difference between me and him, they rather stay in their safe haven over in England.
But will you go? There's the question.
I would go anywhere in the world, Jim. Anywhere in the world. When I'm about to go to Russia, I'll go to England as well too. So make the date. Don't wait.
All right, let's hope it happens. Deontay, congratulations. Thank you.
Bomb Squad!
I'm Dante Wilder, Bomb Alabama Power, baby. WBC heavyweight champ of the world.
Bomb Squad!
So you hear all of that shit.
They're busy yapping their mouth of somewhere else. We're having to do all the hard work on our part and look at the landscape and then offer them a deal. Then they've got to dissect it. They're still yapping their mouth. Then they've got to put it together, see if they want it, probably not refuse it. You know,
You want to stop him yapping, yeah?
not necessarily, but I just know where I'm at. I'm quite comfortable with where I'm at. I'm not trying to prove myself to anyone. My coach knows who I am. My coach is confident I'll fight Wilder, and he's even more confident I'll beat Wilder. So as long as I've got the blessing of my coach, that's what matters. It's not me that's derailing the fight. We've made 2 offers. We're making a third one. It's not Povetkin that's going to derail the fight. It's a mandatory. So it's not all on my side. It's not Povetkin because I've got a mandatory. It's not that I don't want to fight. We've done all of our homework. We've done everything possible. So I honestly believe when you strip back the interview, it would be good if you could ask Wilder the same questions, get an understanding where he's at, because we're more than willing to fight Wilder. He's a fighter, man. That's what he does for a living. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like saying a building company saying that they don't want to build the Marble Arch. Do you know what I mean? It's what they do for a living. It's a great opportunity. This is the heavyweight championship of the world, the biggest prize in sport. So when he says he wants to fight for it, I'm definitely positive he does. But at the same time, I think he has to look at the landscape, you know, what's to come with it, because you have to do a risk assessment, risk versus reward. And I think they're just analyzing that part of the deal before they rush and take the fight.
Wilder, let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Deal with this behind closed doors. A lot of negotiations can go on over social media and YouTube channels and stuff. But
did you see the comments from Deontay Wilder yesterday?
No, what, on the Boxing Voice?
Yes.
It's like he goes on this little channel. That's about all the media he can do these days on the Boxing Voice. I mean,
yo, I'm about to catch this plane in a few minutes, but Anthony, you know, with your man Eddie and Barry Hearn, and tell them to check their email. I got something special for you. By the way, All the money's in the bag. So I expect you will be a man of your word.
Okay. I'll take 50 million up front. If that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front and we'll take the fight.
I'll see you soon then.
Terminated.
Someone just hung themselves. I hope that everyone could follow along with me on that journey, that audio backstory, which brought us up to date. You know, for those that couldn't hear clearly for whatever reason, $50 million is what I interpreted from from Deontay Wilder's verified Instagram message today. I interpret that it is a $50 million flat fee, which is exactly what Joshua asked for during an interview. Wilder went as far as to make a collage video, show himself speaking about having the money, sending the offer, telling him that he also sent it to his trainer, Rob McCracken. He also sent it to Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn and made this very public announcement. This one feels serious. And I have a smile on my face because we're either going to get this fight or someone is going to show their true colors. And this is just a nail on the coffin to show that Team Wilder truly believes this is at least $100 million fight. So they're willing to give Joshua his $50 million up front that he asked for. This is crazy. I'm just happy to be alive, be part of boxing. Happy to be here with my good friends, Matt the Hipster Hunter, Rob in the UK. We are back. This is a spontaneous show. Don't forget that you could call in and give us your opinion on this topic. 1-425-569-5241 is the number to call in and break this news with us. Don't forget, you could also add yourself on the conversation by adding Nestor Gibbs on Skype, NESTORGIBBS. Last piece I have to say, Anthony Joshua replied, finally. Deontay Wilder has made dozens of Instagram videos, Twitter videos, the Boxing Voice interviews, and Anthony Joshua never, ever acknowledged it. Even though in videos he said, man, we hear all of that shit, he never acknowledged it. But 50 million is 50 motherfucking million. And as I'm talking with you guys, I'm even more excited. I really think this is real. Like, only way is if Eddie swoops in and says, no way, mate. Look, I was lying. I was trying to save you, so I said it wasn't $100 million. I know it is, but you can make more than 50. Don't accept a flat fee. No super fight accepts a flat fee. There's no super fight in the fucking history of super fights that has a flat fee that they accepted it. Don't do it, mate. I'm done. Let me bring in my co-host. I'm going to head on out to the Golden State.
Dollar DiBiase production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck yeah, Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rock into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just help the guy. I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, the sincere haters beware. But Ness, I have to correct you. It is not a flat fee. He has a guarantee of $50 million plus 50% of any additional revenue. And Lou DiBella is the one that actually described this. So let me read his quote per BoxingScene.com. An offer went out from Deontay and his entire team to Hearn and Joshua. The fight would take place at the end of the year, no rematch clause, and we're taking all the risk. $50 million against 50%. If the fight does $40 million, then he still gets $50 million. If it does $200 million, then AJ gets $100 million. It's $50 million guaranteed. Let's see who wants to make the fight. We're trying to make the biggest fight of this generation. Blah, 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 blah. So just to correct you, Ness, a little bit, It is not a flat fee. It's actually a little bit better than that. It's
That's
$50 million.
That's
I
an
know.
even sexier offer.
I know. That's why in the title it says $50 million and 50% offer to AJ. So it's one of those where, I mean, even
what will the AJ protectors come up with next?
I assume it's going to be the no rematch clause. That's going to be the thing they attach themselves to. But just digressing a little bit. Wow.
No. You digress. Sam Spencer, I see you. You're damn right. I'm happy I can shout and scream. And you sound like an AJ protector.
And digressing. Let's just be hyped for this moment. This is a fever pitch of the negotiation. Like you said, Ness, it's make or break it time. Either we're getting this fight in this year or we're not. And it's going to happen within the next probable week. Obviously, there's the meeting tomorrow on Thursday between Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman. Now we have this additional contract that's been sent out. A lot of things are now in play. Obviously, AJ replied saying, "Let's roll," with the fire emoji.
Oh!
You know, like
breaking news. Eddie Hearn replies. Describing Deontay's $50 million offer to Anthony Joshua as, and I quote, a wonderful PR move.
I'm
telling you, man. I'm telling you. Yo, what will anyway, Matt, I'm sorry to keep interrupting. We do have to, introduce.
Yeah, we have an AJ protector on the group apparently. So
we don't want to label him that because we don't want him to feel defensive, and we damn sure don't want American callers calling in here thinking they have the right to verbally abuse my good
only we can verbally abuse Rob. Only we can, okay?
Bring it on.
Get it right.
Just us. But let's head on out to
play the champs music.
C Productions.
BJ was gonna beat me, then yeah, you think he's gonna beat me. He got
Why the Walter don't got nice brother? This guy has been pro for like 8 years, 9 years. If Walter wants some of his work, you can definitely get it on
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, here we go. It's on. I swear it's going to be on. This is it. It's being signed. AJ ain't no duck. He's finally replied, as you say, Nez. But notice when he did reply, it's when the money's been mentioned and the serious offers come in. The businessman, the fighter. Let's get it on. Like he says, let's roll.
Now, my thing is Eddie Hearn's reply. What do you guys? How do you interpret that, bro? That has me scared. Why are you calling it a PR stunt? And secondly, where'd this money come from? Remember, we had a scenario show saying, Wilder should put this together. He should go to certain locations and scrape the money together. They did. They're listening.
And I mean, let's be honest. I bet there's still at least millions and millions in the coffers of PBC and Al Heyman that they could throw at AJ to make this fight happen. If the reward is, hey, beating AJ, then you're a megastar. Then we have a pay-per-view heavyweight champion star in the U.S. potentially. Then yeah, they're willing to risk $50 million guaranteed up front for AJ. Similar to when Eddie Hearn bought the belt from Charles Martin in a way. You're willing to pay a lot up front if you're pretty sure you're going to get it. And you know the benefits of getting it far outweigh that one-time offer. So I can definitely see, regardless of how they got the money, that they got a bag together to at least send an offer, send a contract over. And also I just want to add, that's being reported by Sky Sports, that is a 24-hour offer. So, one of those.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
But again, the meeting's tomorrow. So within 24 hours, all the big name wigs in this fight are together.
I mean, but why do we always got to measure our dicks, man?
I hate that too. You know me. I think that's probably a bad move to make. It's with anything. It's never give ultimatums. It's a negotiation. This is business. Make business happen. AJ said, if you give me $50 million up front, I can do it. You send him $50 million. Now see what happens. Don't give an ultimatum. That's my advice. But anyways, just want to give all the information out there, man. I'm hyped. I mean, like Rob said, I think it's happening. And I'm going to win that bet with Bruce. Shout out to you, Pittsburgh Brew. This fight is happening 2018. Although I will say they're going to come back and have a rematch clause. There will be a rematch clause for AJ. Absolutely.
I mean, they should. There should be, dude. There's too much money. Especially, look, if you don't want to put a legitimate rematch clause, put look, if we make over 1 million buys, we get a rematch. You know what I mean?
Just very quickly, bringing more on the Sky Sports, what Eddie Hearn has said, that he has stated that they will consider the offer if, 1, the money is secure, 2, they actually receive a contract, because he's apparently said he got an email directly from Wilder himself demanding they sign tomorrow, though no contract has yet been sent. And 3, a venue is revealed, and 4, that they can honour Joshua's existing rights deal with Sky as a UK broadcaster, for example.
Let me tell you something.
I assume all those are
not easy. They're not. I don't see any of those as like breaking points.
No. Location easy.
I'll say this. I think that Eddie is reaching by saying venue secure.
But that's his job. Like his
no,
job.
No, it's not. No, it's not. As a promoter,
it's definitely his job.
Excuse me. Let me finish. Okay. As a promoter in this business, having what will be now the biggest signed fight in the last 20 years in heavyweight history, if not boxing, because it's unprecedented. It's never been done, an undisputed champion since Tyson, right? So like that gives you the ability to shop it around. You just need a contract that the two fighters are willing to fight. So then you could go to MGM, T-Mobile, StubHub. I'm not saying that they're really going to do StubHub. Hypothetically, Cowboy Stadium,
Nigeria, Dubai, wherever they want to go.
Alabama, right? Wilder envisioned 100,000, which is obviously, no one believes it, but whatever. This is all those locales' time to attempt to bag this fight.
Quickly, Ness Tennis. To again address what Eddie said, because you went off on a tangent. It is Eddie's job in the media to counter everything. That is his job, is to play those narratives up, because it's all plain to the public.
Yo, man,
it's all theater. It's all theater, man. It's all theater. So
it's not theater. I just want to tell guys like Daniel Donald,
it's theater.
If I ever see you, it won't be theater. Like if you said that in real life, I just like fucking Steven Seagal throat chop your ass. He says Wilder is putting a PR stunt for his fans.
That's exactly why Eddie said that. That's exactly why Eddie said that.
And I hate that people lap up every Eddie word and then regurgitate it right back out their mouth. They're like, don't you see what type of fucking zombie you walking dumbass dead dude?
But Ness.
You stupid, man.
Ness, but
something original, bro.
But Ness, your reaction.
You're literally a follower. No, I'm reacting flabbergasted. I'm reacting.
I understand. Ness.
I'm like, oh my God, these guys don't have their own fucking conscience. You have no soul. It's what Eddie said. He's a fucking puppeteer, and you're a stupid ass puppet at the end of the fucking strings, bro. It's sad for me.
Ness.
Let me cry for them.
Tennis. I agree with you, but that is Eddie's entire goal, is to get those guys zombies and get people like you upset. That is his goal, and he won. Mission accomplished. They got the $50 million in the bag plus 50%, and they got everyone hyped as fuck for it. So I think Eddie did exactly what his job entails. We just don't like it.
Yo, I love that comment. Look at Ayo. He says, Ness, you don't want it. AJ Protector's got hitters in New York. Let me see. My old soundboard. See, if I would have had my new soundboard, if I would have had my old one, I'd have put on my shooters, man. You crazy. But anyway, whatever, man. Whatever. Offer is sent is all I know. And I want the Protectors to call in.
Well, it's not even
By
that.
the way, all the money's in the bag.
I just want to say this. If your first thought when you heard that this offer was sent, and then you heard AJ reply, "Let's roll." If your first thought is to then be negative, if your first thought is to then be cynical about this offer and say, "Oh, well, Wilder's doing PR stunt. Oh, how does he have $50 million? How does he do this?" Then you are one of those zombie fanboys that Ness has talked about.
No,
because this is a fight. This is a fight that all of us should be happy about. AJ protectors, Wilder protectors, whoever you are, the Wilder voice. We should all be hyped that we're at this point in the negotiation. We should all be excited.
I'm excited. You know why?
Why?
Because Eddie could sing and dance.
But it's here.
Anthony Joshua acknowledged it, baby. Mm-hmm. He said, let's go. That's it. Public perception. Now, can they convince Joshua that the majority of his fans did not see him type "let's roll" under Deontay Wilder? Maybe they can.
AJ's too big.
Back out.
AJ's too big. Like, AJ is bigger than Eddie Hearn and Sky at this point in terms of, like, being able to capture the public. When AJ does something, the entire UK watches.
Pretty much. Pretty much most Twitter accounts, everything said AJ is. It was like, oh, Wilder sent an offer, and within however long it took AJ to reply, every Twitter account said AJ's replied. So that's out there. There's no burying.
Yeah,
there's no burying that now. That's public record.
And I think AJ is real about this.
Wait. He said public record. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take 50 million up front. If that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front.
Did I need to be turned up in the headphones?
No, that was perfect. That was perfect.
All right.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, can they? They cannot.
They cannot.
I don't get why you're so thick. AJ said he wants 50 million. They're bringing in 50 million. So,
so A side. He's the A side, baby. Clap it up.
And 50%. Let's not forget that.
Hold on. High side.
Let's not forget that. Hold on. I know we keep saying he's bringing 50 million, but it's also the 50%. That is huge. It is not a flat offer.
He treated him like the true A side he is.
Except for the rematch clause, which I assume will be hampered out in negotiation tomorrow.
They're
gonna give that to him, and it's gonna be in Wembley. It's gonna be in the places we know. But the money's there. The money's there.
I'm just happy. I can't wait to make these bets.
OMG! I am so excited
to take these bets.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
gonna
sad.
make them and take them as many as I.
Bet on the first round again, Ness. Yeah, that's what you should do.
Oh no! I ain't even...
Put it on AJ instead.
No, this is the thing. See, I'm not even talking about that. Like that's something completely different. That's something that we've all been working on, you know, and I will most definitely do. But I'm simply talking about the haters out there. That their hate is so thick that it runs and clocks in their blood. And they're forced to bet money against their conscience. I want those guys. The ones with the Nigerian flags on their arms because AJ has it. I want those guys. Those are the ones.
With the Nigerian flags.
Yeah, I want those. I want them all. I want the biggest, most baddest captain of all the AJ protectors to call in.
David Beanie, Alexander, where are you? We want that smoke. Where's that free smoke at? Come on.
Exchange PayPal, you know, and I'm hoping that it's long-term listeners so that there's absolutely no issues with dollar signs, because I do remember Georgie. I think Georgie, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, last time I said Georgie did something wrong, he almost stopped being my friend. So it's not Georgie.
Well, Pittsburgh Brew never got paid by Georgie, so just one.
Oh, so it was Georgie. Well, there you go. Wow, Georgie. Why you never paid Pittsburgh Brew? There you go. We can't have any of those bets, but believe you me, I'm taking bets. I am taking bets.
I'm not taking any bets in this fight.
Free smoke.
Hey.
Free smoke.
But I am excited, man. I think it's time to get to the calls. There's no more, you know, anything we should play. Maybe we should just let, you know, those really thick-headed AJ protectors hear a couple of audio bites again.
I think we're good.
Sure?
I think we played them multiple times. Like,
I think they heard it.
I think they all know. They all watched that IFL interview, ate it up. Like, oh, see, AJ said, give me 50 million. Wilder can't give him 50 million. Wilder can't bring 50 million together. Guess what? He did, motherfuckers.
It was a collective troll by the UK to get him to bring the money. That's what it was.
Oh, it was like
we all dared you into it, and you suckers fell for it. Come on.
So you don't want it? Is what
yeah, we want it, and we got it. We got it for our boy.
But you do want the 50 then?
We'll have the 50. We'll have the bout with a 50% upside.
Okay.
No, B&B, baby, bags and bouts.
I mean, no. Honestly speaking, no trolling aside, as a AJ fan, are you comfortable with the offer?
Yeah.
Or as a boxing fan, are you comfortable with the offer? Do you think that Deontay made a legitimate attempt at trying to finalize this fight by sending this offer, or do you think it's still too out there and is just a good starting point? I mean, come on, I don't want to give you everything. How do you fucking feel?
I'm just, if this is legitimate and everything's as is said, then great. Yeah, we're looking like we're going to accept the fight. AJ said, let's roll. we're getting the fight. It looks like so.
Matt,
Happy.
what about for you then? Does it sound fair to you?
I mean, it sounds pretty close to fair. Again, the rematch clause I think would be hampered out, but that should be fixed. And I think they did that on purpose as well, as one of those things that they can then negotiate to, not have to negotiate the money or the percentage. But that's what you do that for.
Yo, the AJ protectors don't let me go 2 seconds, yo. Somebody said, AJ said Wilder needs to escrow that 50 mil. Now, someone tell me what business deal you do that you don't escrow the money. Like, these AJ protectors are going to the littlest technicality to try and get this shit thrown out. It's like, dude, if you buy a house, you have to escrow shit. So I'm pretty sure you do this type of fucking deal, you're going to escrow the money. If we take some bets, we escrowing the money because we're not having no more situations. So escrow is something that anybody should know in something such of this magnitude. I'm just saying.
And if you don't really think that Al Heyman can put together a contract for $50 million guaranteed plus 50%, then you're purely living in fantasy.
If you don't think, Matt, if you believe that Eddie believes he needs to see a fucking check or an escrowed 50 mil from Al, then you are a zombie because everyone knows Eddie should not believe that.
Eddie 100%. I mean, I think you meant believes that the money's there, obviously, because it's Al Heyman. But it's his job to say that shit in the media and on Twitter and all that shit.
Practice, I mean, I at this stage, I would not be like taking a verbal agreement. Like, fuck that. 50 mil is 50 mil. You know what I'm saying? I got to secure the bag for my fighter, Anthony Joshua. So I get it.
It's a career high payday.
To bring it up, it's like a moot point. It's like, come on, dog. This is business. We know that. That's common. That's normal. But whatever. You know what's common and normal? What? Motherfucking El Camino.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Subscribe to youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Going out to New Jersey. Talk to us.
The king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody let's agree with it.
Oh, TBV, the king is back. TBV's very own James Brown and fucking Randy Macho Man Savage. I've been working so hard. Fucking battery's dying. So I'm back. I love you fucking guys. Let's talk about this fight, man. Listen. 50 million, right? So it's gotta be a lot of fucking triggers and bells and whistles in this. Meaning, I saw the shit yesterday. I gotta go back and listen to it. Does that fight between Brazil and Wilder, depending on Wilder's curse for that fight, like Wilder's got nowhere to go but up compared to AJ. So, my UK brothers and sisters, you guys are too smart for us, for all intents and purposes. Dumb yank, a yardman, but I'm a dumb yank. We don't give a fuck about all that. Wilder says, yo, I only been making 3.5. I was supposed to get $5 million from Povetkin. It's fucked up, but if he get 10 mil for this fight and Joshua gets 50 plus bells and fucking whistles, if Wilder win, he won't care about the money. But Joshua might care about the loss more than the money. He might say, yeah, I got all this fucking money, but I lost to this guy. I think respectfully, both those fighters have enough appreciation for each other. It won't be nasty. The rematch will make him a shitload of money. But, like, Wilder's trajectory, it shouldn't really be more than 50 million. He got 20-something for Takam. Like, okay, his next fight should be, okay, 25. Ease him into 30, 32. So this 50, who the fuck, like, so he can't go less than between 50 and 30 for his next fight if he's getting 50 for Wilder, 50 plus. So this fight is a mega fucking fight. I'm excited as all shit. I'm glad to be back on TBV. I love you guys. Robbie Hearn, you're a fucking amazing correspondent. Great addition to the show. I'm out.
Preach, brother.
Thank you for calling in. I mean, Matt, I'm like cheeks making my eyes close. It's really gonna happen. Like Shirley Finkel just tweeted out
You mean
that
Shelly. You mean Shelly. You mean
offer-
Shelly. You mean Shelly. Come on, man.
What did I say?
You said Shirley.
Shirley.
God.
You're one of these zombies that just follow it down.
Come
Oh my
on.
God.
I'm a Walking Dead. Yo,
on.
Eddie Hearn has the fucking what was that game? Resident Evil virus. It's airborne. Every time he talks, he just infects people.
Mm-hmm. You want?
So what I was saying was that Shelly Finkel
Yeah.
has insisted Deontay Wilder's offer of $50 million to Anthony Joshua is legitimate. It's a take it or leave it offer that must be agreed by tomorrow. And he quotes, or Sky Sports quotes, Al Heyman and I have never not delivered what we've offered. This thing sounds real. You know why? Check this out. For all those AJ protectors, oh, he's getting 5 times as a mil. Well, AJ's getting at least 1.5 times.
No, at least 2. At least 2.
No, because didn't he make 20 once?
Yes, this is 50.
All right, that's only
Oh,
one and a little bit more, man.
Yeah, that's right. No, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Hey, I'm not a math
Oh,
major.
you're math stats.
No, I'm not a math major. I'm a history major. Come on, man. You know that.
I'm no major. You're major. Yo, listen, this is like gonna happen, I think. I mean, I don't think like when you got all these little boxes checked, the meeting tomorrow, it shouldn't be hard to agree on a rematch and say, hey, let's give each other 30 days to see who comes up with the better venue offer, right? Because Eddie Hearn should be allowed to at least come up with the venue himself and say, hey, look, O2 willing to give us X amount of millions, and this guy's willing to give us X amount of millions. It's time to go out to some ringers. If you don't know what a ringer is, well, then let me tell you. Head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Check on the pledge tiers. Do ringer status, and you will be able to cut the line. Instead of waiting on hold while me and Matt say the same thing over and over, and you bang your head against the wall in frustration, wondering when could you possibly get on this line to possibly make Nestor look so stupid because he says so many bad. Well, you need a fucking ringer to cut the line, because if not, you're just going to be at the end of the line waiting.
And Ness.
And waiting.
Ness, that reminds me. Amin just texted me saying, Ness, open up the boomerang tier to add more, because people want to be boomerangers and ringers, but last time I checked, they're kind of full. Just saying.
I'm going to work on it. I mean, I got you. Word is bond. But we're going to go out to Cuban Alex in Canada.
What up?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. Chilling, man. There we go. I don't want to hear no more excuses now, eh? We're going to get this fight. You heard the UK brother here. He's happy with the 50 million and the 50%. So there should be no excuses, man. Finally, we get this fight, man, because I got to tell you, man, there's even people here in Edmonton, Canada, bro, from Azerbaijan and Vietnam, who come up to me and tell me that AJ is running from that fight. So when you say that Eddie Hearn is doing a good job, I don't think so, because like a lot of people think that AJ is running, man. They go on YouTube, they look up AJ, half the time in the suggestions, Deontay Wilder comes up, and you hear Deontay Wilder just talking mad shit about the guy, and then you look up AJ and you don't see the same kind of enthusiasm wanting the fight. You see what I mean? This is obvious to anybody who's not from the UK and just dig riding AJ all day. So everybody knows this guy's avoiding that fight. So now he has no excuses. If the fight doesn't happen, we know what time it is. This guy just trying to do what everybody has done before him. Age this motherfucker out. Wait till he looks suspect and then jump in there. I mean, oh, now it's my time. Like he said it before in one interview. He was all like, well, when I fight Wilder, it'll all be ready where I'll shoot win, you know? Come on, like saying, you know what time it is. I'll be on steroids. This guy will be on the clean battle program. He'll be on the UK. I'll have all the judges on my side. If he so much as gets buckled, the referee will wave it off. You know what I mean? He'll have to wear 18 ounces. They don't even exist. We're gonna make him just for him. It's crazy stuff, right? We know what's going on. I hope the fight happens, because I think AJ is gonna get knocked spark out. And finally, for the longest time, us boxing fans, we're gonna be able. Did you see this guy right here? This guy's the heavyweight champion of the world. And we don't have to explain nobody else walking around with a fake belt. We can say, yo, that guy is the champion of the world. Point blank, period. You can look him up, just one guy, not 3 or 4 guys running around with the fake belts, bro. TVB belts, you know, like Nestor Gibbs. Tough ducking me, son. You know what? That's it. I'm done.
Obsession, Alex. Obsession.
You know what? The AJ fans are kind of quiet right now. Just saying. Not
Oh
really,
yeah, they'll show up in the comments,
but not really many in the chat right now. Like I'm just saying, hearing a lot of quacking.
What AJ fan wants to read this? They're like under the bed, under the covers, talking about holy shit, how'd he come up with this money? Eddie told us he was broke. Eddie said he only made $2 million. Where'd they get this from?
Okay, I'll take 50 million up front. If that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front and we'll take the fight.
I'll see you soon then.
You can't handle the truth.
Fight Fan Franco in Charlotte, Carolina. Talk to us.
Let's go.
High energy.
Tell him sign the contract, Nuts. Tell him sign the contract.
Sign the contract.
They running. They ducking. They ducking. Let them duck, baby. Let's go.
OMG. I am so excited.
I am too, Franco. I am too.
Oh man. Well, great call. Great call. Love the energy.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. Cool. I'm sure it'll happen. Now guys, relax. Oh my god.
I hope his throat's okay.
Power, baby. WBC heavyweight champ of the world. So we hear all of that shit.
Fugatti in Texas. Talk to us.
He's deleted.
What's up, man? Robbie, how stoked are you that AJ is going to take this fight and be a man of his word, unlike the guy who said, don't worry about my pockets and then didn't sign a contract?
Yeah, all good, bro. All good.
It's a good thing, man. Yeah, we want this. Like, how people saying they're ducking, they just got the offer. They got a day. They didn't have a real contract. Ness, I love how excited you get on these shows. It's hilarious. Like, it's good. It's good.
It's good. Yes.
That you've been doing it this long and you're that big of a fan. It's so awesome.
You gotta love what you do, baby. You gotta love what you do.
I'm happy.
Yo, that was the most condescending tone Fugatti's ever spoken in. I love it.
I just hope it's the same energy.
Yeah, for real.
Matt, you're just a negative person, Matt. You're just a negative person.
Nah, I'm an instigator.
Yeah, man. I did music forever, and it was real hard to like stay that enthusiastic about like the stuff that was going on. I love this, man. This is a good fight. Like, we need it. It's gonna be good. I'm not even a huge heavyweight fan, and I'm pretty stoked for this.
Dude, I was on a fucking Killer Cam date last night, fool. And it was like 10 something, and Deontay hit me in the middle of digging in some popcorn. I'm like, oh, I did the motherfucking flea flicker with the popcorn bag to the chick, hauled ass outside just to hear this. And I'm like, but let me say something. He's like, nah, just wait. And that shit drove me crazy, but this was good. This was good, man. Let's see if they finally make this thing now. The best thing will be.
I think they will.
Yeah. Eddie's gonna say, "Look, we're gonna do everything you guys want, except let's do it for like March. This way, AJ could get that August fight in."
You think they put like a little in between fight in the contract, like a couple of awards?
Yeah, no, he's gonna totally say, "Yo, we'll take this offer, but let's do it in March. We're gonna go ahead and handle Povetkin or fight Big Baby Miller in August." Like, I know it.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If the contract's signed preemptively, I am okay with that 100%.
You go with another Ward Kovalev deal.
Of course, because the contract's signed. The contract's signed.
I'm just a little worried that Nez's date is still in the cinema with the popcorn, wondering where the fuck he's got to.
She 100% is. She 100% is. And when Ness was like, "I'm digging into," I was highly worried about where he was going. Highly worried about it. But
What?
She saw his phone and said, "Who's Wilder, baby? Who's that?"
Why are there heart emojis in his contact? Who is that?
It's funny because a couple months ago it was Thurman and shit. Now Thurman vacates belts. It's like he's not Ness boy anymore.
Yeah, we don't speak. We don't speak
Check
of
your
Thurman.
phone. He's
Fickle
deleted.
Pickles over here. Fickle Pickles.
He's
Hey,
deleted.
Fugatti, keep on trolling. I know how you do.
I know.
It's all goody. We're going out.
Whoa.
Status, Matt.
We got
Fall
two.
back.
We got two.
Matt.
We got
Fall
two.
back. I see the order, Matt. Relax.
Oh, do you?
Relax.
Usa.
I know. Damn, Matt. He want to be super producer so bad.
Well, Ness, the amount of times I've said like Ness and you just kept going to another caller. I'm just saying.
I think I might have something specifically for you around here. Let me see what I got here.
Stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
There you go. There you go. That's all you, baby.
You can't handle the truth.
All this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway, 41 that foreplay. I'm like, no way, gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. Getting cheese like Green Bay, call me Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, boys, what's going on? First of all, I think I've got to be the voice of reason here and let you guys know that your boy Wilder is bugging, man. He's just making you guys believe that's a real offer, because that's not a real offer, man. It's not. You can't go from being the B side to try to dictate the terms of a deal. His offer's fake, man. We don't know what conditions are on it. We don't know what riders are there. We don't know what he's implemented for rematch clauses. Nothing like that.
Jose. Eddie Hearn has confirmed. Eddie Hearn has confirmed it's a $50 million offer. He's confirmed this offer.
Yeah, it's an offer, but what about all the inclusions that are going to be within the offer?
That's in the meeting tomorrow.
I don't think. Okay, but I'm telling you, if the deal's too good to be true, if Joshua and Eddie honestly said that 50 million isn't there, then I believe it, man. And there's no way that Heyman, being the smart businessman that he is, would set himself up for a $50 million offer where he's going to lose money. It's just not going to happen.
Because they don't think they're going to lose
can,
money.
And if Hearn and AJ are going to accept the offer, they're going to ask for more money, man. Because if 50 was that easy, they're going to be able to get 60 or 65 or 70 out of them if there's that much money in it. But I honestly just think it's a smokescreen. It's just Deontay trying to be, trying to get his name out there,
Jose.
trying to do what he can do, man.
Jose.
Jose,
do you even listen
to put Al Loco on the phone? He's more fun.
Yeah, hold on. Jose, do you even listen to the show before you call in? Because it's not just 50 million. It's not just 50 million. It's 50 million plus 50% of everything else. So if it does $200 million, he gets 100 million. What are you talking about? It's not just 50 million.
All right, well,
that's the base. That's his base.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You know what? Deontay Wilder's I guess his trust factor with me was lost long ago, man. When he called into the show and said that it was bullshit that he was going to be in the UK, and then the very next day, it turns out he didn't go, right? So for me, I don't trust him. So I'm going to have to see it to believe it.
And
I know that's Eddie? Blasphemy to say about TBV, but I'm very neutral, man. I really don't like AJ. I want AJ to lose badly to anybody. I'm totally anti-UK, but I'm also anti-bullshit, man, and that's what Wilder is.
But Jose, you said I don't trust Wilder, so then you trust Eddie Hearn. You don't see like the fallacy in that thought process there?
No, that's why, man. I do trust Eddie Hearn, and I trust that he's a snake, and I trust that he's going to be the one to make the decisions, not Wilder and not Heyman. It's going to be Eddie the Snake, man. That's who it's going to be. Oh, and this is a message from my boy Amin. Amin, you've asked for it many times. First of all, I apologize for not sending a package I had to send to you, Amin. I will make up for that. But I actually went down to Ringer just so Amin can go up to Boomerang, because by the time these guys get around to it, it'll be never. So Amin, go on quickly, upgrade it, and there's only one Boomerang left. So there you go, bro. That's all I got, boys. Peace.
All right, so Jose is a Ringer only, Matt.
I always put him as Ringer because he made that decision a while ago.
Your face is a bad decision.
Going out to the IG master himself.
I won't deny it.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
Come with me. Hail Mary, what's with you? What do we have here now?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
What's up, fellas? Man, Bomb Squad in the building, man. I'm loving this deal. Hey, what more can Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn ask for? He's giving them the $50 million they asked for. He's giving them 50% of everything. There's no more excuses. The deal sounds fair. I mean, 50% of that right there covers anything. So there's no excuses for that. So whether or not this deal right here tomorrow, it will determine if this fight's going to happen or if AJ's ducking. And if he's ducking, if this fight doesn't happen and they're still not happy with the terms, then the AJ protectors are going to have to come out and say that AJ's clearly ducking.
Hey, listen, I'm being sent.
Yeah, and
I'm being sent links of an Eddie Hearn interview that he just conducted. So narratives are being painted. No one jumps out and responds to this month. First he started on Twitter. Now he's already done a video.
It's damage control. It's damage control.
No, it's not damage control. It's showing you that he does not want this fight. Just always remember and never forget.
Deal with this behind closed doors, because a lot of negotiations can go on over social media and YouTube channels and stuff. But
so you're saying he's already creating the story that he's gonna come up with of why the fight, why they're not gonna take the fight.
He just did an interview on a YouTube channel, negotiating the fight.
Yeah, no,
I think Robbie's over there watching it. I think Robbie's watching it. He's trying to get ammunition. He's trying to get out. Look at him. I see the AJ working.
Oh, Rob, nothing gets past us.
Nothing.
Nothing's gonna get past me.
Hey, so last points. I am so glad that Wilder didn't go over there to the UK, because you know what? Now I see Eddie Hearn was going to throw Dylan White in front of him the whole time and was going to push Wilder into that fight. Because, of course, if White would have been all up in Wilder's face, then he would have been like, okay, I'm going to take the fight. And then that fight would have happened. They would have went down that road. So I'm actually glad Wilder didn't take that, because he avoided a pothole. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for that. And I got two questions for you guys, though. If this fight happens, where do you guys think it's going to happen? T-Mobile, Barclays, or Wembley? And second part to that question is, if it real quick, last one, Jamaica. Last question, that's if it goes over to UK or Jamaica, is the Boxing Voice going to be there? They got to be there for Wilder Johnson.
Hell yeah, yes. I'm in there like swimwear, B.
Yes, we're both in there.
I'm in there like Gray's and Robbie's hair. I'm in there like Dank in Matt's.
Wow, this is so
bars are just flowing.
Wow,
just flowing.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'm in there like AJ not accepting this offer. I'm in there.
Yeah, they don't always have to rhyme. That's right.
Yeah,
Yo, so what you heard, Rob? Give us what you heard, Rob. Give us what you heard, Rob.
I basically heard Alex Lemon mainly.
Oh, really?
Well, in case he spoke to me, and then I didn't want to appear rude.
Oh,
being so lovely and British.
So proper.
That's so cute.
Oh, yeah, proper.
All right, let's go out to the Skype machine. We got Ohio in the building. J. Will in Ohio.
If you know like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. And I don't know. I'm gonna start first with you, Matt. Man, what? You claim this is Eddie Hearn doing his job, man. This is not him doing his job. This is him doing anything he can to try to come up with some type of quick statement to deflect, so he doesn't have to sign for this fight. If you think about the way his whole interactions was when he made the fight with Triple G, and all of a sudden the deal fell through with Chris Eubanks. Then all of a sudden, hey, I just asked Kell Brook, and it went through. There was no, well, I got to see if they're really gonna have the money, and is the money really good, and is it really backed, and is this really solid? Now, granted, this is for a bigger amount of money, but still, as far as the whole negative vibe that you got from Eddie Hearn that you're getting right now, there was no negative vibe back then dealing with the Kell Brook versus Triple G dealings.
But Jay Will, but Jay Will, very quickly, Kell Brook was the B side. AJ's an A side here. That automatically flips how you promote and negotiate in the public and in the media.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you can still. I mean, if you want to be a prick, you can be a prick no matter what.
I'm not saying he's not a prick. I'm just saying he's being a prick because that's his job, is to be a prick. I'm not gonna shoot a guy for being a prick, just like I'm not gonna shoot Bob Arum or fucking Lou DiBella or any of these other promoters. They're all the same to me.
So if he gives them what he asked for plus some, what would your immediate reply would be? It's a PR stunt. Then all of a sudden,
as a promoter, as counter negotiating that contract, that's exactly what you say to the media. And then AJ, to hype it up, says, "Let's roll." That's exactly what these guys are supposed to do in the media, to hype up this fight and negotiate.
Okay, so Matt, so what did they say? What did they say to Shelly's statement? Shelly said, "This is not hype. This is everything we did has always been bad." So what did they say after that?
Well, I understand the question.
After what Shelly just said, saying that everything we've done, we met on every single deal that we've gave. There's been no issues thus far in our whole entire career. What is Eddie's response to that?
He probably jumps off that narrative and goes to another one. Because like you said, he deflects. That's exactly what he's doing. I agree with you, Jay Will, that he's deflecting. But me and you disagree on why he is deflecting. You think it's because you think it's because they do not want the fight. Him and AJ do not want the fight. I think AJ wants the fight, 100%. He says so much on social media. If I'm going to take Deontay Wilder for his word, I'm going to take AJ for his word when he says, "Let's roll." So Eddie's job is therefore to make sure that his fighter gets the most money possible.
Yes, he does. Jay Will, you're punching after the bell. We're going to go ahead and get
great call, though, Jay Will. Nothing but love, but we just disagree on the motive. I think we both agree on what is happening, but we differ on why.
Yes.
Very quickly, just watching a little bit of the IFL interview.
Yes.
The offer, the number is appealing.
Wait, so these are Eddie words? The offer.
Eddie's just recently dropped on IFL. So he said the figure is definitely of interest. He's spoken to AJ, who obviously we know has said let's roll, but AJ just obviously has some questions. Where are they saying it's at? Where just a few questions. They said we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So and Eddie was basically saying this isn't a case of we sign it and then they have to go and find the money. They just want to see that the money is there. Yeah, it's not a sign and you go get the deal.
I just hope that extensions could be made. So it's like Eddie says, all right, we like the offer. Now we need some sort of, good faith.
Of course. And I think that will happen.
And I hope that Shelly and his team can turn around and say, all right, well then we're going to extend this another 24 hours while we get together a $25 million check as a deposit or some shit. You know what I mean?
And very quickly, when the idea of like a promoter or even a trainer doing everything in their power to protect their fighter and make sure their fighter has every advantage, think about what Kevin Barry told us about David Tua. David Tua, one of the most ferocious heavyweights of all time, they would not walk out to the ring unless the ropes were tight enough. And they waited an hour, I think Kevin Barry said, or like 30 minutes to an hour, I forget what he said. But he made them wait. He made them go out and retighten those ropes on the ring before David Tua walked out. Is David Tua a coward? No. That's what a trainer does. Just like what a promoter does is say this shit in the media. We all know it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. But to crucify a guy,
we all know because we get plenty of chatters, listeners, callers, commenters that you know, they really like the stuff that Eddie's spilling. But listen, we got tons of calls. Let's get to them. Let's do it. Yeah.
By the way, all the money's in the bag.
760-532. 760-532. First time caller. If you're a first time caller, say so. 760. Going una vez.
Hey, what's up?
First time caller.
Hey.
You in the gym, buddy?
Yeah,
first time caller. Pumping that iron over there. I'm gonna get and play this first time caller intro. Then you let the world know what's your name, where you calling in from, and how much you bench pressing since you all in the gym fucking throwing weights around.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
West Coast Smokey G13 from San Diego, California, baby. Nah, I'm not at the gym right now, man. I'm actually at work.
Oh, all right, even better. Talk to us, man. What do you think about this $50 million offer?
Sure sounds good, man, but I don't know. We got to see what Josh and them do. You know, every chance they get, they duck. So, you know, they're going to announce the venue and where they're going to fight and what the conditions. You know, it's going to be all bullshit, but, I mean, at least while they flew it out there, now let's see what they're going to do, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, man, and that's my call. It's my first time calling. I've been listening to you guys' show for a long time. This is the first boxing podcast I heard, and I love it, man. I'm keep listening to you guys. I freaking tired want to listen to you guys, and much love, man.
Man, thank you, especially for listening to us during work, man. We're always excited when we can get people through their work day. So we truly appreciate you, brother. Go the extra step. Drop us a 5-star review on iTunes. It's absolutely free. Helps with the visibility of the show. And we ask everyone to do the same. We're going to go out to D Plus on Skype. D Plus, holla at me. Yo, D, where you calling in from? Going once. Twice. D on Skype. You got to unmute yourself.
Yo.
Where you calling in from?
Hello. I'm calling from London, UK.
Uh-oh. Talk to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm. First of all, I'm happy to hear that Deontay's put out this nice, solid offer. And I just want to make it clear, as someone from the UK, that we don't all just support AJ because we live in the UK. Do you know what I mean? It's about boxing fans. It's not about UK versus US. So that presenter you've got representing the UK is not accurate. It's not all about UK supports AJ.
You sound like you're like.
You sound like AJ.
Exactly. You sound like you're from like the area where AJ might be from or raised in, because the way that you said, you just said a word there. Even your laugh, though. It was weird.
Nah, not quite. I'll take the compliment, but nah, I'm from West London.
Oh. Hell if I know where that's at. Robbie, this is where you're supposed to shine right here, buddy.
Sorry, go on. I was doing some more behind the scenes shit.
Doing some more UK IFL. Well, hunting over there to save AJ?
No, it's more. It was Kugan Cassius who's just put. Wilder saw the recent Joshua IFL video, which in my head prompted him to offer 50 million. You are welcome, Anthony Joshua. Like Kugan's brokered the deal or something.
Really? Really? Because Eddie didn't say it was $100 million offer over here months ago.
The Joshua that he said he wants 50 million.
No, I know. I mean, well, yes, that is true. Joshua did say that on that Coogan interview. That is true. That is true. But that originated from the narrative that was painted here between Matt and Eddie when Eddie tried to say that it was not $100 million fight. So because
we all know where it started.
Channel insisted that it was $100 million fight was the reason that Joshua even said, well, if it's 100, give me 50.
Hashtag little channel. Just saying. Hashtag little channel.
Hashtag it you can't negotiate on YouTube channels. D plus, you all done?
Yeah. No, I just want to emphasize, I like the way Wilder done the whole thing. I think it was a good chess move to call his bluff. But I ain't listened to the Eddie Hearn thing. I'm just locked into you guys. But I see the thumbnail. Eddie Hearn's on IFL probably talking a whole bag of rubbish and making up all these excuses. But hopefully Al Heyman and Shelly push his hand tomorrow and they just make the damn fight.
Man, that's what I'm hoping, bro. Tomorrow will be a great day if Thursday's show is AJ Wilder official. Oh my God, that title will be smoking. Listen, D, thanks for calling in. We're gonna go out to Javier. Talk to me.
Much appreciated.
Appreciate you, brother. Javier,
What's up? What's up?
What up, brother?
Hey man, I'm thinking about something. Okay, so he offered 50 million and half of everything else, right?
Matt is the detail man. Matt, what was he offered 50 plus 50% of
Yes.
all revenue?
Yes. So let's say it does 200 million. AJ gets 100 million.
So good question. So don't nobody else think nothing wrong with this? Like if you do the math, okay, it's $100 million in revenue, right? He already paid him 50 up front, right? That means Deontay's gonna break even if he gives him 50.
No. But the guarantee, listen, if you get a 50 guarantee, right? Let's say the fight does 100 mil, right? Deontay has to, at some point, after a certain amount, he has to get his percentage. You feel me?
Which would
Like
be 50% of the 100 million.
It would have to be met. So Joshua gets his up front because he didn't believe. You get it?
And Eddie did not believe. They said it's a $40 million fight. So let's say it does $40 million in total revenue. AJ is still making $50 million.
But then Deontay, okay, so it's a $40 million fight. Then that means Deontay makes nothing. He basically is minus 30 million.
Yes.
Yes.
He might have a guarantee of something that Heyman has to pay, but that's about it.
He might be getting a guarantee somewhere else that we don't know, or that could just be us hypothetically thinking. But yes, as far as number goes, yes.
Okay, so he could get fucked over in the long term if it does go south or it doesn't make as much revenue.
No, the short term. The long term, even if he takes let's say, monetary loss in this fight, if he beats AJ, the thought is in the long term you're going to make your money back in the other fights afterwards as being an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Rematch too, hopefully they take the
providing he wins, yeah.
Yeah, providing he wins, yes. And remember this: Andre Ward took massive guarantees in the Kovalev fight, and both those fights are alleged to be at financial losses, where Ward's guarantee far outweighed the total revenue of those fights. Let's not forget that. We've seen this before recently, where a quote-unquote A-side star gets a huge guarantee that the event cannot provide for.
The AJ fan, AJ can't make the same money as Wilder. Yes, the fuck he could when he asked for a guarantee. Don't you get that? If the man said, give me 50, I'll take the fight, and you write him a check for 50, that's it.
I think Joshua I think Joshua said, just give me 50 up front and you can take the rest. So I feel like Wilder should just offer 50 straight up, say fuck the 50% part and see how that go.
But again, the extra percentage is so you don't have AJ and his team come back and say, we don't take flat fees. We're the A side. That's why you add that in there.
50. AJ said 50 up front. That's what AJ said.
I hear you, brother. Javier, that is your call. Thank you for calling in. We're going to Keem in Florida. Talk to us.
Oh, yo, hold on a second. Let me get that up real quick.
All right, hello, y'all hear me?
Yes.
What's going on, man? All right, so quick question, because what is the actual definition of A side? Is it the person who makes the most money? Or is it the person who makes the offer, who initiates the deal?
It's the person who makes the most money.
It's the one that brings the party to the party, man.
It's the person with the largest split. It's the first name on the billing. It's those things. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Just wondering, because I was wondering, would this constitute Deontay Wilder as being the A side and making this offer and such a large offer? But anyways, he right now to me, man, he looks like a boss, man. He's literally any excuse they make, he's not having it, yo. He wants this fight. He wants this fight bad. Where he got $50 million from, I don't know. But
I don't see why people think it's so far-fetched, though. How many other athletes in other sports?
That's what I was about to say.
Does it matter where he got it from?
Far-fetched. So $50 million for a man of his stature shouldn't be too hard. You can find investors. I'm pretty sure he's got enough friends alone, millionaire friends, you know what I'm saying, who could put that type of money together. So I don't think it's too far-fetched.
you know, it's still a lot of money though. It's not like 50 million is just some little money. You know what I'm saying? It's still a lot of money to come up on, to be able to offer somebody guaranteed. You know, but the people he fucks with are smart people. They're smart businessmen. They're money making people. So I don't see a Ward Kovalev deal where they won't make that money back. I feel like somebody sat down with him and they ran the numbers, and they probably know better than any of us. And they was like, "Yo, we can make it happen. We can offer him this money and probably make enough on the back end." You know, I don't think Deontay will make more than 50, but if he makes 20, is that bad? You know what I mean? If he gets 25 million out of it, does he lose?
That's what I'm saying. If this fight gets to 70 and not 100, he's still better off than taking the 12. That's what people don't get.
Exactly. He's still better off. And at the end of the day, he's gonna knock AJ the fuck out. So on the back end of that, the rematch is gonna be crazy. You know, especially if it goes down this way, him making that 50 million offer like that off the rip. You know what I mean? He knocks him the fuck out. They get the rematch. Now they had Deontay Wilder's mercy. I mean, how much can he make on the second fight? It could be crazy. Especially because this fight's gonna be huge. It's gonna be one of the biggest fights.
Dude, that 50 mil guarantee
again.
That 50 mil guarantee probably came from like a liquor company and a venue, man.
down the back of the couch.
Real though, you ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? Corona just to be associated with the biggest fight.
Yeah, fact though. It probably wasn't too crazy for him to get it up. And at this point, man, if AJ even dares to duck, bro, listen, man, that's the most embarrassing. Like, come on. I don't want to hear shit. They better not see no stupid shit like, you know, some light in the contract wasn't right and they don't want to do it. Like the fucking ropes ain't gonna be tight or some stupid.
I don't
shit,
like
you know
that they put a 24-hour Keem. You hitting after the bell, but I don't like that they put a 24-hour thing on it, man. I wish they would have gave this offer today and went on an immediate media
circuit
press tour. Like, get on ESPN. Yeah, we selling them $50 million plus 50. We just waiting. Is balls on their quarter and keep looking into all cameras. Like,
well, I mean, you think about this as like a punch, right? This is a good right hand. This is a good 1-2. And you got Eddie Hearn, you know, and AJ, you know, stumbling back.
How good is it,
Hold
Matt?
on, let me finish my. Don't cut me off. Let me finish my metaphor. You got him reeling back. You need a follow-up combination. You need that flurry. That's the media circuit. That's going on First Take. That's going on Breakfast Club. That's going on fucking Ellen DeGeneres. That's going on everywhere you can. Press their fucking throat. Make the fight. You know, that's what you would do, but they're not doing that right now because all the money is in this 50 million. So they can't allocate that.
They can't get the Uber driver.
No.
And very quickly, I just want to add this. Remember, Floyd Mayweather got guarantees of $32 million by Showtime in his last contract. And he always made tons in the back end.
He was only a welterweight. But he had a proven pay-per-view track record, though, so they would invest in that.
AJ has a proven pay-per-view track record in the UK.
Yeah, but does Showtime get any of that money? No. You heard what Eddie said. As long as they understand that Sky is the distributor over there. Anyway, we're going to Gary in Dallas.
Hello?
It is you.
Yes.
Hello?
Gary. Hello.
It must be my birthday. Yesterday, Keith Thurman. Today, this fight. I mean, in reality, like, this fight's all but a done deal. They met his offer. They gave him the 50. I don't know how they're going to make money on him, but if they're doing it, they're making money on it. So this is
You sound like Eddie Hearn's little fucking minion. You don't know how they're going to make money on it. You really. So this fight is not a big fight? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Okay, so hang on. $50 million guaranteed just to one fighter, and Deontay Wilder and none of the promoters and no one else has made a dime yet. That's a lot of money. How many times in the history of boxing has someone made $50 million? I mean, there's only a handful of guys who've ever done that. So to say, this is just gonna, would it even be on pay-per-view in the U.S.? I'm not trying to sound funny, but
it probably will be.
I'm trying to be the buzzkill here.
It probably will be.
The fight's about to happen, right? But this fight has to happen now. Right? They met AJ's offer, and he could potentially make more. I mean, AJ threw out a number that they never thought they'd be. They met that number. So if I said, Matt, come work for me and I'll tell you whatever you want, and you threw out a number, and I met that number, the only reason why you wouldn't take it is if you really, really, really didn't want that work.
Yes.
If AJ doesn't take it, it's entirely on him.
I agree. That's why he was the first one to say, let's roll.
the only question I had was from Wilder. Does Wilder have any guarantee in that? Like, is he guarantee anything, or is it just whatever they make? Like, let's say the fight only makes $55 million. Wilder only walks away with $5 million.
I do not know. That's something that has not been released yet.
Gary, actually, I know. He told me. Hold on.
Y'all worrying about money too much. Why is y'all worrying about what's in my pocket?
I'm not worried about what's in his pocket. The only thing I care about is if they both take enough that they agree to make the fight. If Wilder wants to take the fight for $1 million, that's fine.
Matt, anytime you say if the fight only makes $55 million and Wilder only makes $5 million, it sounds like you're worried about his pockets.
And that's still his career high payday.
He can take the fight. He can take the fight for free for all I care. I don't care. Just make the fight. I don't care how much Wilder makes on the fight. I just care that he makes it up and he agrees to take the fight.
Brother, if Wilder got someone to guarantee fucking AJ 50, you don't think they guaranteeing Wilder something? Come on, bro. Get your life right.
I'm thinking, but that's what I'm asking.
No,
no,
you're letting that Eddie Hearn doubt creep into you.
The Eddie Hearn doubt.
Okay.
People were worrying about his pockets when it was only 12.5.
All right, Gary. You'll see. Everybody will see.
All right.
Everybody will see.
Well, I mean, no.
So
very quickly,
we're not worrying about his pockets now?
Well, I just want to answer.
Who's worried about what you say? Hold on. Let him talk. He finally spoke. What?
Oh.
Well, sorry. I thought I'd let the caller have his call. Not like you guys jumping all over it. No, I was just saying. So now we don't worry about his pockets.
What?
So we do we or don't we worry about his pockets now? Because people were getting very upset with 12.5 million, and now it's the other way around.
That's how he countered it. That's how he countered you not worrying about his pockets and people not worrying about how much money he's made or not made. He offered AJ what he wanted. Stop worrying about what he's making now.
Yeah, but people were worried when he was being offered.
Comment in the comment section. Well, if AJ's getting 50, how much is Wilder getting? Why the fuck do you care? I seen other comments saying, well, if AJ's getting 50, Wilder can't make more than him. Why the fuck do you care? Like, he asked for 50. They're so mad that this is going to happen. It's crazy.
But why were people caring when Deontay was offered 12.5? People were getting upset with that. 12.5, that's disrespectful.
Did Deontay have a guarantee?
That was a flat fee.
No, I'm just saying. It's 1 minute we worry about it.
But did Deontay have a guarantee met? No, he didn't, right? He was upset with the 12 himself, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
AJ mentioned the amount that he wanted. He meant, like Gary said. Like Gary said, Gary, you made total sense, bro. That shit sunk in, and I was just like, sit here with your dumb face and let him talk. Because that's right. It's only a handful of people that's gotten that much money. McGregor got 100. Pacquiao got 100. Floyd obviously is in, a different stratosphere. Miguel got 50 for a 5-fight deal. Like, who the fuck has made 50 million?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So,
quickly, just to answer Rob's snarky question a little more directly, Ness, because I know you won't, because I smell pussy. Here's what I answer. My thing is, Wilder should not have said, "Don't worry about my pockets." He should not have said that. That's my personal opinion.
Well, this was
hold on. Let me finish.
No, don't take it out of context.
No, I know it's about the white fight. It's about the. I understand, Ness, but again, it's
no. You don't. Not if you're gonna use it out of context.
Relax, Ness. I know you get amped up. Relax. Calm down there. Calm down there, Tinderface.
I will not calm down.
Dude, I'm on your side. What are you talking about? Relax.
Why not? You ain't on my fucking side.
This is great. Matt was going to argue with me, but it ended up with you two arguing.
What happened here?
You with Jesse Vargas. You ain't on my side. You like how I was able to flip it to the Broner real quick?
Nigga, Leonard a bitch ass nigga too.
Oh!
Let me finish my point.
I need that.
I'm happy to talk about it.
What was I even saying?
Talk about the situation, but I'm not going to start screaming and shouting at Deontay and Shirley, saying, "You're idiots. How can you not take this deal?" Because it's got to be right for everybody.
I wonder. are those words bouncing in his head?
Then let me answer Rob's point. Hold on.
Take this offer.
Ness, fall back for a second, please, because you've been
No, I'm
interrupting
so
me.
excited. I'm so excited.
This is great.
And I
Deflect.
just can't hide it. Now go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Are you done now? Because I'm on your side and you've cut me off and argue with me when I want to argue with Rob. Let me argue with Rob, please. Please let me argue with Rob. Let me argue with him, please. Rob, me and Ness have never said we don't care about what he makes. We've always said Wilder should get what he deserves. So we have been consistent about what we think about Wilder's fucking money. So when people say, "Oh, don't worry about his pockets," we have, because we worry about AJ's pockets. If you care about the fucking sport, you want everyone to get paid well. Because you look at Pritchard Cologne, look at every other case of it, and you would go, "Yeah, I want these guys to get paid well. I want the stars to get paid well. I want the super fight to get paid."
I'm always hoping that that's Eddie again. Is that Eddie?
I don't know if it's Eddie. It's not Eddie on any number I have of Eddie's.
All right,
He's in New York though. I don't know whether it was
Eddie Hearn.
1-2-1-2.
Fake Eddie Hearn.
He's doing his own mic check. Love it.
1-2-1-2. UK.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're talking to you.
Who are you, buddy?
Hello, can you hear me?
First time caller?
It's Raf from no, I've called before, but I'll call on Skype today. My Skype's down, so I'm calling from my phone. It's Raf from Birmingham.
Raf, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yesterday was a bit of a downer when we heard the news about Dillian not being the next being jumped over by Brazil. So that was a downer. And then today we get this news that AJ allegedly is going to get his 50 mil.
So did they?
You know,
I like how you slipped that in there.
today. Yeah. So today seems good. Contradictions. Is it 50 mil? Is the 50 mil really there? That's the question.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
What? Sorry?
How is that the question?
What's not the question?
How is that the question? Has Al Heyman?
What do you mean?
Has Al Heyman been able to pay the guarantees of Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, and all the likes, McGregor? All the $100 million guarantees that they've been given? Have they been able to afford it?
Right. So the bag is 50 mil. There's 50 mil in the bag. We don't have to check the bag. That's what you're saying.
No, the idea that is the thing to worry about is ridiculous. That is the thing that might break down the fight. That they're lying about having this money. Why would they lie about having this contract? Why?
Just let us look in the bag. Just let's have a little peek in the bag, Matt.
Okay, so there's 50 mil in the bag. There's 50 mil in the bag. Right. Next thing. 24 hours. Is that what they stipulated?
We are meeting tomorrow. If I am Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel, I'm telling Eddie Hearn, we are meeting tomorrow, and we can hash out everything there. That's within 24 hours. And if you want an extension, we can maybe negotiate it then.
Okay, so it's 50 mil in the bag. They're going to sort out the 24 hours. Right. Next thing to iron out and be sure about. We know there has to be a rematch. So why say no rematch when we know there's no deal without a rematch?
We want the location in Vegas. So if you want a rematch clause, we'll give you the rematch clause, and the rematch can be in Wembley. But the first fight's in T-Mobile Arena. That's what they're going to say. That's called negotiation.
So there's 50 mil. The 24 hours is good, and there is a rematch in Wembley.
Yeah, potentially, because that's called negotiation. When there's a meeting, you negotiate. And that meeting is tomorrow.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if there's 50 mil, negotiations good, rematch in Wembley, it's good.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to get.
It's good. If all those things are true, it's good.
I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow, Raph. punching after the bell, but from the UK, we're going straight to the home. Oh,
no, you're skipping. You're skipping. You're skipping.
Oh yeah, Zulu.
Yeah, you're skipping Missouri.
Zulu, what up?
There it is. There it is. Hey, what's up, people? How y'all doing? Boxing Voice.
Oh man, I'm happy as hell.
Yo, man. That's right. I'm happy, man. Look, I can't even put it in words, but look here. I'm so glad that Wilder and his team have finally bossed up on Eddie Hearns and AJ. Now, with this $50 million offer, there is nothing else that can be said or nothing else that really can be questioned. I got to agree with Matt, though. What Eddie Hearn is doing is what he's supposed to be doing. He's running scared, for real. But he's doing what he's supposed to be doing to try to protect his fight. Now, one of the things that I think Matt mentioned was that Al Heyman is behind the best heavyweight in the world right now. He knows it. We know it. Now, you're going to have the UK followers of Anthony Joshua call up here. Their feelings are really hurt because you know what? They always want a small change Deontay Wilder. Now that when Joshua said, well, look, give me $50 million on a fight that he thought couldn't even make $40 million. When he said, look, I'll give you $50 million and the money is in the bag. What other question is there? They shouldn't even be worried about the 50%. Anthony Joshua came on social media himself and said that he'll take $50 million because he don't even really think the fight is worth 40. Not only him, but his promoter he co-signed that. So I'm glad to see that, folks. Right now, the momentum that Deontay Wilder has going, and I got to give a shout out to platforms like your guys' platform. You guys are a major reason behind why this momentum is going the way it is for the American heavyweight champion. Now, since the money is on the table, the day before the negotiation, now look how smart this team is we're dealing with. Al Heyman is not a dumb man. He's playing. Eddie Hearn thinks he's smart, but Al Heyman is really playing him. Look at when Deontay Wilder and his team dropped this information the day before the negotiations, right? Reason being because he's letting us know ahead of time what's going to be said in those negotiations so that nothing can come out. No more lies. No lies can come out. No misconceptions or no misunderstandings can come out. This is the only reason why he would put this information out the day before they sit down and have negotiations. So I think it's a smart move by the champs team. I'm glad to see that we're getting behind our American heavyweight champion, that we're going to go and unify, because there's two things Deontay Wilder got on his side is momentum, thanks to platforms like yours for the momentum, and destiny. Those things you can't beat. And that's my call.
Zulu, thanks for calling in, brother. Appreciate it. We're going out to Edward in Alabama. Talk to me.
Hey, how's everybody? Shout out to Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? These questions about where's the money from. Okay. It's Al Heyman, man. The money's there. These guys have run the numbers, going to come back. Now, the way you guys are explaining the deal, I'm under impression, let's just blow up the number or something. Let's say the fight made $200 million. Does that mean that it's 50-50 at that point, and then it's just split $100 million a piece, or is it 150 to 50? How are they doing that deal?
It'd be the $50 million guaranteed, and then plus the $100 million from my observation. But again, I need to actually look more into it. That could be #MattStats.
Yeah, because I was under the impression. Yeah, I was under the impression that the way that they were doing it is $50 million regardless of what it does, and if it goes over 100, then it's just 50-50 from that point, because he still gets to fit. Like, say if it does 150, it's still $75 million you'll get, because on top of that. But like I say, all that numbers and stuff like that. Like I said, you deal with Al Heyman. For a long time we're under this impression that he knows what he's doing, and we're prepared for this fight. And I think they finally realized that they bought it to Wilder. Wilder did the legwork. He did the interviews. He did the show appearances. He built his popularity to the point these guys realize there's a lot of money to be made here. And on top of that, he's done the performances in the ring where they feel like they're confident that he's going to win. So, shouts out to Deontay Wilder, and it's much appreciated. I know the AJ protectors ain't here deep today. They ain't got much to say. I know it's your boy Robbie kind of getting a little quiet, sound a little butthurt over there, but every dog has his day.
Tell me why I'm butthurt. Tell me why I'm butthurt.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me. Well, tell me why I'm butthurt. I'm just letting you talk.
A little emotional over there. It's all right, man. Hey, look. I ain't got.
I'm just letting you talk. That's why I'm quiet.
I like breakfast sometimes. You know what I mean? It's time. It was time. It was always going to be time. So now you're going to start to deal with. We're going to collect our belts, and you won't have a champion over there. And Dylan White can get his ass whooped by Ortiz. Yes! That's my call, man. I appreciate y'all.
Let's just thank the referee in round 7 that didn't stop the fight with Ortiz, yeah? And Wilder's still in this position.
Yo, Robbie knows all the one-liners to say to troll Wilder fans, and I love it. Because I know Robbie. I know he doesn't believe that. But that's some good shit.
20 unanswered punches.
Yo, the AJ fight with fucking Parker, they didn't even allow them to fight in the ring. What are you talking about, fam?
Oh, do you know what? I've seen so many people say, the referee ruined that fight. He wouldn't let Parker work on the inside. I was like,
yeah,
he also wouldn't let Joshua punch. If he's splitting them up, neither guy's punching. But anyway, moving.
What fight?
AJ Parker.
Kept it long. The referee was fucking terrible. The referee ruined the fight. The referee ruined the fight. The referee ruined the fight for both fighters.
There you go, Dylan.
Because he's right. Out to CK in Cincinnati.
AJ going 12 for the first time. Knockout ratio starting to look like.
What's up, brother?
What up, CK?
Hello. What's going on, y'all?
What up?
Matt and Ness, y'all doing it big, man. Hey, 50 million say it's on and popping. Big things popping, huh?
We don't get any of that 50 million. Shit.
You should.
Oh, no, shit. We get to watch the fight. The hell with the money. I just want the fight.
Me too.
I don't give a damn what they did. See? And that's what I was telling you. It's hard making it, making a fight of this caliber, because it's 50-50. It's all the marbles, man. And I hope Wilder could take him out, I hope he put him to sleep, man. I hope he put him to sleep. But I just want to get your opinion. Do y'all think he's going to accept the offer?
I think so. He's said, let's roll. And he's not said anything, like in response to any of Wilder's other tweets or IG videos. So he said, let's roll. So there must be some little things to iron out, I guess, but I see it happening.
There's gonna be
I agree, man. I think
now you see
this looks close.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this fight's very close. They're gonna iron out. They're gonna iron out the rematch clause and obviously where the fight is, and that's basically it. But yes, this fight's happening.
Okay. Now I just want to. You said that he was lucky that it didn't stop the fight in the 7th. See, that's what's ruining boxing. If he stopped the fight in the 7th, then we don't get to see these guys come back. That's why you gotta let these fighters go on. You shouldn't stop the Zab Judah Costa Zoo fight because Zab still had a lot of fight in him. And if you did that, you would have did the same thing to Wilder. Stop these pussy ass rules and let these motherfuckers fight until they go down. Deontay Wilder ain't even get knocked down. You talking about stopping the fight? He wasn't all the way out. If he won the fight, that means they needed to keep the fucking fight going. Don't stop the fight if the motherfucker's still up. You talking about stopping while he up? You want him to lose, so AJ can't fight him. Stop stopping the fight so quick.
That's called the AJ protection plan.
That's called triggering you with a troll.
AJ protection plan. $39.95 a month. That's the AJ protection. Stop these pussy ass rules. Let them fight to the finish, man. How the hell you gonna stop a fight on an undefeated 40-0 heavyweight champion? Ain't never been down. He ain't even drop him, and you want to stop it? AJ protection plan. Tell him that.
Tell him, Nez. Tell him how you said in the live fight chat you thought it was going to be stopped. Tell him, Nez. Tell him, Nez.
Or how Nez thought it should be stopped.
Yeah, tell him, Nez. Tell him, Nez.
I mean, there was an argument. You could have made an argument, I swear.
Yo, Rob has been getting Ness all show with some good ones. I'm just saying. The comments are going to love Rob.
That's what he's here for, bro.
I'm just going to do the brainer right now.
We need balance, Matt. It can't just be you being
I'm just brainering right now. I'm just giving it the brainer.
Well, Broner wasn't talking. You're talking to
the Broner.
Making my way downtown.
Yo, I was fucking doing that shit in the car the other day with my daughter. She like, what are you doing?
Do you just want to be in?
Yeah, she said, pull over, let me out.
So I guess that's it. I was trying to give a little bit of time to my man, Legendary Boxer. He had tried to call in, but for whatever reason, he couldn't get through. And that is that. I mean, look. Oh, there he goes. Fucking sucker. Shaka chaka. Legendary Boxer, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man? It's been a long time. How come all these fucking UK people are talking about where is this 50 million coming from? Don't these fucking clowns know who Al Heyman is? I mean, where have these guys been living? I mean, this guy went into fucking Wall Street with his big fucking brain and his big nuts and got them to invest almost 800 million into a shitty sport like boxing. I mean, which other man has ever done that? And these fucking clowns want to talk about 50 million. 50 million is fucking peanuts to fucking Al Heyman. I mean, he probably made 50 million just off the fucking May versus Mac fight personally. I mean, I don't understand how can people be even saying this is a fake offer. I mean, this is Al Heyman we're talking about. This is not a fucking what's her name? The New Jersey lady, Kovalev promoter. What's her name?
Kathy Duva.
Yeah, this is not Kathy. This is not Kathy Duva we're talking about. I mean, this is Al Heyman. I mean, this is a Harvard Business School educated guy. This is not some fucking bum. So all these fucking British.
Yo, tell him how he did business with Beyonce too.
He did business with Beyonce, Whitney Houston, fucking motherfucking Bobby Brown. This guy's been
for the UK guys, a Legendary Boxer for the UK guys. Just tell him some of the UK guys who he's gotten career high paydays, like James DeGale.
James DeGale, fucking Carl Frampton, gave him the biggest fucking fights in Barclays with Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, ever since he fought Leo Santa Cruz, what's he been doing? He's been sitting on his ass. Without fucking Al Heyman, nobody in America would even care about Frampton, really. I mean,
Al just gave Frampton another bone with Nonito Donaire. That's a Richard Schaefer guy.
Yeah, he hooked him up with Richard Schaefer. I mean, and he's probably going to get another bone with Oscar Valdez, and I think that'll be a good fight. But that's all I wanted to say. Everybody needs to know who Al Heyman is. $50 million. I mean, even Steve Kim is already like, Steve Kim just tweeted, unless Shelley Winkle pulls up to the Jacobs fight with a show-sized check signed from Al Heyman, this is a fake offer. I mean, Steve Kim, that's all he does is all his hate and shit.
What?
Yeah, he said they need to.
But wait. Check this out. Wait, man. How can you say unless Shelley arrives with a signed check from Al?
Yeah. I
mean, if you believe in Al, how don't you believe in Shelley? Well, that don't make no fucking sense.
He called him Shelley Winkle as well.
Retarded logic. I mean, that's how. This is a guy's a cancer to boxing. You know, this is how all these fucking dumbass talking points started in boxing from Steve Kim. This is the guy. He always bashes everything with Al Heyman. But 50 million, man. I mean, I think that's kind of overpaying AJ, but whatever. And it's not just Al Heyman. I'm sure MGM is putting up the money. I'm sure Showtime's putting some of the money. They want a big fight in Vegas, right? I'm sure.
I said this. Me and Matt had this show, man. After we had that show and we verbalized it, I'm like, yo, this really could happen because, yo, with like 3 investors, they got the money, man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, MGM wants a big unification heavyweight fight. I mean, they want fucking the people from UK to travel, spend money in Vegas, spend money on their sports bars, sports books and shit. So I'm sure even if he doesn't, I mean, they send the offer and Eddie Hearn confirmed it. Dan Raphael said Eddie confirmed it. He got the offer. So let's see what's the next fake move Eddie pulls because, you know, the fake move is coming soon.
You know what's going to happen? AJ hurt himself in training.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
He was lifting weights.
Swimming in Dubai. AJ just said, "Let's roll."
But he's about to go swimming in Dubai.
If you're gonna take Wilder for his word, take AJ for his word when he says, "Let's roll."
Trolley.
Now, Eddie Hearn and Shelley and Heyman need to get together and negotiate. But the fighters want this, man. Come on, let's stop this. The fighters want this fight. Let's stop acting like AJ's like scared of Wilder. AJ's not scared of shit. It's all about business. You know that. It's all about business.
What?
Come on, B. You know this.
He's deleted.
I know. Take that offer. He will be. Oh, Wale, you up?
Hey, Nats, let me ask you a question.
Oh, Legendary Boxer hitting after the bell.
Whoa.
Wale's turn. Oh,
you made it further in the fight than Wilder's going to.
Wale. Look at James Dorothy.
Yo,
Ness really does sleep with Wilder's underpants on. Laugh out loud.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Wilder. What up? Where you been at, babe?
Yo, I'm live. Literally, it's been working up and it's like midnight in the UK. I think it's even gone past that.
No, it's nearly 1 a.m., bro.
I'm starting to see all the updates and that. And let's get this fight going on, man. No Dominic Brazil bullshit. No fucking Gerald Miller bullshit. Wilder Joshua. I hope it's actually true, man, because I was watching Eddie Hearn talking IFL and he's talking about it's not a real offer, all this shit. And he's talking about it's just an email and that's it, really. But I don't want to see none of that on negotiation on social media and stuff, man. I just want Eddie Hearn and Wilder and Joshua to come out and say, look, it's sorted, it's negotiated. This is the date, this is the time, and it's on. It's a 2-fight deal.
Wale.
UK, one in the US.
Wale, why don't you want Eddie to stay off IFL and get in the back room and negotiate this fight? Why is it?
Yeah, man.
Well, you don't say that. You only say you want Wilder to stop being on social media and shit. Why don't you say the same to Eddie?
Social media bullshit, man. Do you know what I mean?
But say it. Otherwise, you sound biased.
I'm talking on the Wilder voice. How you calling me biased, bro? What you mean?
Because you
man?
called in. You called in and say Wilder needs to stay off social media and YouTube channels. But then your boy Eddie comes on IFL literally 5 minutes ago on a YouTube channel to negotiate in the media.
Yeah, because obviously they said, look, this is what's up.
Oh, so obviously Eddie can do it. But Wilder, shut up, dribble, be quiet. You're an athlete. Do what you're told. I've heard the narratives before, man.
Chill, man.
Free smoke, hey, free smoke.
I mean, if you're gonna call me some bullshit, prepare to be checked. I'm just saying.
I just want to see this fight now. No more talking, no more bullshit. Because AJ is young, man. No matter what happens, the UK fight fans will stand behind him. And we've got this, man. AJ is going to get absolutely all the support. And Wilder's going to get what's coming to him. That uppercut that nearly took out Klitschko's neck.
Gonna stretch those skinny legs, eh?
Yo, Nesta.
Yeah.
Listen. I want to chat to Robert as well. Robert, look.
Yeah.
I know you're from the UK and that, yeah, but don't let Nesta bully you, man. Don't get scared. Tell Nesta straight up. Yo, Nesta, your boy's gonna get it, bro. Tell him straight, man.
I'll tell him, don't you worry. Let's just get the fight signed. And then I'll have all the ammunition.
I hope this fight happens. And whatever happens, man, I know it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be over in 1 round or 2 rounds, but bro, I would easily watch that any day, over anything.
For sure. Keep ringing in, brother. Keep calling in. Rep the UK, yeah?
100%. And all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, Joshua, obviously he's got what, 3 or 4 belts. I don't know which one, doesn't matter. But if this fight is just because of money and whatnot, yeah. Wilder's the guy who come on this fucking same channel talking about, I just want to be great, man. I don't care about all the money. I just want to show who's the best. Well, fucking take 12.5 if it's that, and show who's the best, then, bro.
Yo,
you'll be in a position.
Take 12.5. Why are you talking about that old offer?
All right. Whatever it is.
Oh, he's a legend.
That was saying. I want to prove that I'm the best. When you prove that you're the best and you've got all the belts, you can dominate negotiations.
How the fuck is he so wired at 1 a.m.? Fuck me.
What did he say?
I said, how are you so wired at 1 a.m.?
Yo, thanks for calling in, brother. Great energy. We gotta go. Thank you again. I want to get to this long distance caller here. 971-9715. Who's this?
Hello. Hello, Ness.
Yes.
Yes, can you hear me?
Very clearly.
I'm talking from Dubai.
All right.
Yes, you just mentioned Dubai.
What's your name?
The Joshua fan base from Dubai is speaking over here.
Uh-oh. You guys got some investors to take this fight over there?
Does this sir have a name?
Oh, clearly. We're big fans, big fans of Anthony Joshua.
What's your name?
One hell of a champion. My name is Nasser. Nasser, Nasser.
Nasser, okay. Let's hear it then, man.
All right, brother. Well, talk to us. I'm gonna start the clock.
Hey, Ness. Sorry? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we're here, brother. Go ahead.
Ness. Yeah, I've called you because you got me frustrated. Because you keep on making Anthony Joshua sound like he doesn't want the fight. When he very clearly, on every interview, the guy just makes so much sense. You know what I'm trying to say? But you guys keep on discrediting him, but I don't understand why. I mean, I enjoy your show, but honestly speaking, you sound to me like you guys, or you exactly, Ness, and no hard feelings over there, you're trying to push the Deontay Wilder agenda so hard. You know what I'm trying to say? While for me, yes, I like Anthony Joshua, but I really think that both fighters want to fight. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think we should stop making it sound like one fighter doesn't want the fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Because, I mean, you're very experienced. You know how boxing works. You know what I'm trying to say? And all what's happening is part of the process of making the fight. Of course, the guys are not going to agree straight away. It never happens. You know what I'm trying to say? When two great fighters want to fight, it never happens very quickly. Each camp or each fighter wants to make sure to get the best out of this fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I think both fighters, speak very realistically about the fight being a very dangerous fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, in Anthony Joshua's case, I think you should personally give him more credit, than you usually give him, because the guy has 4 belts in 21 fights. You know what I'm trying to say? No matter who he has fought, although he has fought some very strong names, Joseph Parker, Vladimir Klitschko, even Dominic Brazil is decent, I think. You know what I'm trying to say? Carlos Takam is a decent fighter. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but even let's assume that he hasn't been fighting good opponents. If you manage to get 4 out of 5 belts within 21 bouts, that's really, really good, I think. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and I think you cannot say that the fighter lacks courage, to take on a fight. Of course, when he wants to fight someone like Deontay Wilder, he needs to make his calculations, or let me say
90 seconds.
Study the situation.
Nazir, man, thank you for calling in. You're punching after the bell. Want to thank you, obviously. Listen, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We got to all our callers. We were able to bounce this topic back and forth. We got your opinion. For those that just tuned in, remember, future, present, past, you could always hit the thumbs up button and support the show. Mateo.
I want to address what Nasser said about you and just, putting on an agenda or whatever. We are fans of the sport. We all enter the sport as journalists, as media members, first as fans. So that will always continue on. Everyone has biases in the sport. Even the Dan Rayfields, the Steve Kims, the Kevin Iolis, the Lance Pugmires. Everyone has a bias in this sport still because we're all fans at the end of the day. So you have to understand that. And the beauty about our platform is that if you don't agree with Ness pushing, the quote unquote Wilder agenda, then you have guys like me, you have guys like Rob, and then you have all the callers and yourself that can call in to debate, to argue that agenda that you think is there. That's the beauty of this platform. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice, because not many other channels and not many other shows have this sort of platform. So, this is, I think, a great place where we can all disagree. And I think that's what we do every day. So, Nasser, I understand your point, but I think that's the beauty of it. Ness has his, quote-unquote agendas or biases, and I have my biases. Rob has his biases. And so do you. And so does everyone else that calls in.
Review time. We got a 2-star review coming all the way from the UK. Big shout out to Ben Cap. with the 2-star review.
Is this on the email or did you text it to me?
If you're from the UK,
Okay, don't answer me.
this show will piss you off.
That is true.
Very biased. I can't wait for this fight to be over. You know, you're only biased because you don't think AJ is going to win. And that is from Ben Cap. It was a 2-star review, and it was from the UK. We got another one coming in from the UK. It's a 5-star review. Love the dynamic of the show and the differing opinions the guys have. As a UK fan, think the guys are very level-headed and fair. Matt, cutting people off is tough, though.
Yeah, I hate that.
You always make the reviews for a cutter. You got the last one, Matt?
I don't see the email. I'm on.
The pre-pro.
Oh, my bad. Hold up.
Drop the ball. In the meantime, I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs, youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Click both notification bells so you get those notifications. We went live today, plus twice yesterday. You don't want to miss any of those shows. That's all I got to say.
From Groovy90, I believe this is a 1-star review, Ness. I don't see the image on my desktop, so I think this is one of the 1-star reviews, like you said.
It's totally a 1-star, and it's from the U.S.
Let me read it. I got this, guys. Bias podcast. The host, Ness, doesn't know half of the material. Screams and lashes at his co-host, current and ex. Super biased with boxers that let him in their camp. Just horrible.
Why does everybody make me out the ringleader?
Because you are the ringleader.
I am not.
You're the CEO.
I am not.
Yes. In the made up titles that I give us every day, you are the CEO.
No one.
Well said, Vice President.
Thank you.
I am no one,
Thank
but
you,
no
COO.
one, but no one.
Rob is the COO, Chief Operating Officer. You know.
Oh, have I got a new position?
It doesn't
Awesome.
come with a higher pay. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my pockets, man.
It is purely. It's all about legacy, right?
Yeah, exactly. All I want to be is the undisputed CEO of CBB.
Man, Rob, it's time to go to bed for you, right?
It was time to go to bed for me about 2 hours ago, bro. But exciting news. So let's get on. Yeah. Very quickly, just like what Matt was saying, it would be pretty bland and boring show if we all just sat here and said, "Yeah, good point. Yeah, I really agree with that. Yeah, I think the same." So
I agree with you. Good point you just made up.
yeah, thanks, man. I thought you would.
Oh, you're so
because
nice.
we're the same page. What do you think, Matt?
Plus,
I agree. Actually, I agree. On
Yeah,
all those
it's
points.
great. I wonder what the callers think.
Been a taste of pretty bland and boring when everybody just agrees with itself. Look, we're out,
Exactly.
man. My eyes are closing. I'm hungry as hell. Deuces.
Oh, we can't say deuces. We didn't give our social medias out, Ness. What are you doing?
Oh, use those?
Yeah.
Where do you hang out these days?
You know what? I've been on Twitter more lately because I'm more of a Twitter guy than an Instagram guy.
You're more of a talker.
Yeah, I am more of a talker than hey, look what I'm doing today.
You want people to reply to you.
I love debating. That's my job. But I'm Matt Thipson. You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, MattHunterTBV on Instagram. Of course, I have two like channels, Mixed Combat Radio on Patreon.com and YouTube, all that stuff. Hipsters Gaming Channel, new gaming channel on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice for hours and hours and hours of extra content. Peace.
I haven't got any channels. I rarely go on social media. I'm usually on the Boxing Voice, but you can find me at Rob_Weatherall_. Rob_Weatherall. Crack on. Whatever. Later.
Yeah. Bye-bye.